Alright, welcome back to the Zachary Movie Chat Halloween special. Today we're talking about Your Monster. Alright, so before we get started, a couple things. Number one, I know it looks a little bit different. The camera looks a bit different. It's because I sat down to film on my GoPro. Said I have 30% battery left. It's like, okay, I can film this review. It won't be super long. So I sat down, clicked it on, got through a minute of filming, and the battery died. It was on 30% and the battery just died. So the battery's in the other room charging right now. And right here, I'm going to post my review on my phone. Let me know if you like this camera angle. I kind of like it, kind of like how it looks, but I do kind of like the GoPro a little bit more. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What is your opinions on Your Monster? I went to see a Marcus Mystery movie. Normally, Marcus Mystery movies really disappoint me because we had Babes, which was one of my least favorite movies of the year. Apparently, one of them was Summer Camp or whatever, which I didn't go because I was out of town, but my family did, and they didn't like it. There was, what else was it? There was Blink, which was a documentary, which was the last one that I completely ditched and went to see The Wild Robot anyways. But, yeah, I went to see this one, and I knew it was either going to be this or Heretic, and it was this, and I was really, 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 really happy that it was this movie, because in the end, I really enjoyed it. Before I get started with this review again, subscribe, like button, hit the bell, comment down below. We already did through this. With that in mind, we're going to go ahead and start talking about Your Monster. And this was a movie that, again, wasn't really on my radar. Probably wouldn't have gone to see if it wasn't a Marcus Mystery movie that I really, really did enjoy. I really enjoyed this movie. The first half of this movie was kind of meh. I thought the movie was a little bit meh. I liked the performances. I liked the romance between Melissa Barrera and the monster. But immediately, the movie was just a little bit boring. Romance isn't really my type of thing. It got kind of repetitive there in the middle of the movie. But when we enter that second half, it's some of the best stuff that I've seen all year. I thought it was really, really good. Speaking of Melissa Barrera, this is a completely different role than what she normally takes on. She's normally in Scream and Abigail, where she's like the quiet person, but can also be a little bit psycho. That's not her at all in this movie. And like the first 15 minutes of the movie, kind of thought she was annoying. I was like, I don't like this at all. But when we get to the end, they act their asses off. She was fantastic in the end of this movie with scenes that were phenomenal. Her and the relationship with the monster was really great, and it was a really compelling romance that you were kind of rooting for. And when you get to the end, when finally they fall in love and then it goes kind of downhill since then, you kind of feel that, and the performances really, really work and made for some very intense sequences that I really loved. I really, really, really did love the second half. It had intense sequences in the terms of the characters and the romance. It's kind of a horror movie, but it's not scary. And when we get to the final scene, the final, let's say 10 minutes of the movie, I thought it was great because it's everything that I was expecting this movie to kind of be, and it's everything that I want out of a movie like this. I love horror movies, so I love it when the complete ending goes completely unhinged, and this movie 110% went completely unhinged. I know that the movie's kind of like Lisa Frankenstein. That was my big worry going into it, that I might not have liked it because it kind of would be like Lisa Frankenstein, which is a movie I did not like at all. But I think the difference between this movie and Lisa Frankenstein is our main character in Melissa Barrera is actually incredibly likable. I really, really did like Melissa Barrera in this movie instead of like Catherine Newton. I love Catherine Newton, but she was just incredibly unlikable in Lisa Frankenstein, I thought. And so like, Melissa Barrera, you really do like her character. And so when it comes to the end and then the murder and crazy stuff happens, and like you get to the point to where people that also normal people just start to murder somebody, you're still rooting for the character instead of just we're in Lisa Frankenstein murders people and you just see the whole family kind of go insane because she just brutally murdered the mother, who was kind of a dick to her, but like other people love the people that you like better. So they just, it's kind of like Lisa Frankenstein if Lisa was an actual likable character, because Melissa Barrera is a very likable character. Goes completely unhinged in the last act. The performances are off the charts. I have been in musicals before. I'm a musical theater kid, so seeing all the musical stuff, I really, really did enjoy this. It just added another aspect to it. So first half, really repetitive, kind of like was getting really boring. I was like, okay, we've seen this before earlier in the movie. It's still kind of going on. But then when we get to the second half and the plot starts to kick in, that's when the movie really shines for me. I really did enjoy Your Monster. Before I give you my final score, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on Your Monster. Again, Your Monster is shined by fantastic performances, especially by Melissa Barrera, and a romance that actually you can root for, and just kind of a crazy third act that I really did enjoy. Your Monster, for me, I would want to give an A-, but I will give a B+ to, just because that first half of the movie is really repetitive. But man, I highly recommend you go see this movie, especially if you're in the horror stuff. My mom and dad said they were confused. They kind of thought like the monster was inside her brain and was kind of fake. I didn't really get that at all. My brother didn't really get that at all. I just thought it was just the monster in her closet. Like, just blunt and simple like that. But I mean, if you're into movies like this, go check it out. I highly recommend you that movie. Coming up soon is going to be a Smile 2 review, probably really more soon than you thought. And with that said, thank you guys for clicking on this video. And with that said, subscribe, join the Nerd Army. Peace out.